Saturday programme for us this weekend at Sha Tin. 10 race card with 8 races on the turf and 2 on the all-weather. Very warm welcome to Racing to Win. I'm Andrew Lejeune. Pleased to say I'm joined by our form analyst in Paul Lally and race caller Tom Wood as well to take us through all the action. And Tom, interesting programme ahead with some big-name first starters lining up as well.
Yeah, there certainly is. Andrew, later on in the Class 1 race, we've got Arrogant going around, who was brought as a Derby prospect but never even made it to the 4-year-old series thanks to injury. Newcomer from the Northern Hemisphere as well, Amazing 1+ for Danny Schumann, Matthew Pern. Takes on the likes of Inform Horse, Ballistic King, Beauty Legacy, who settled much better last time out. So that should be a good race. Race number 9 on the programme. It's forecast to be hot at Sha Tin on Saturday, around 32 degrees, maybe the odd shower.
Yeah, it's been a very warm week. And Paul, what are we looking at jackpot-wise?
Yeah, we've got 2 of them. We've got a 1.1 million going into the third double trio and also 2.2 million going into the 6-up win bonus. So a couple of good jackpots to start you off. Saturday cards, for some reason or another, they sometimes throw up a few surprise results. So it's never easy, as we know. So you should be really well rewarded if you do manage to snare a bit of it.
Absolutely. And Tom, just very quick word. Jerry Chow, £10 claimer, makes his debut on the weekend as well.
He certainly does, Andrew. He's had time with the Lewis and McDonald stable down in South Australia, Adelaide, and he's been rushed up here. He's done his 2 weeks or so in quarantine. I think he made his debut at the track this week after spending all that time down in Adelaide. He's got a good ride later on the day in terms of the buddies in that Class 1 race, so he'll certainly appreciate the weight relief, and he's brought some talent over, has Jerry Chow.
He certainly has, an intention to Douglas White, who'll be very capable of passing on some of his expertise in the saddle as well. All right, let's launch straight into the action. 10 races. It is meeting number 69 of the season. Seacourse we will race on. Those 2 all-weather races come up as races 2 and 6. We start off with a Class 4 of the 1,200 metres, headed by Exponential, who's been off the track since the start of March. Douglas White and Chad Schofield from barrier 4. Hard Premise will roll forward from barrier 7. Breeze of Spring. Down in trip, switch the cheek pieces for the visor. Fast Pace and Son of McPhee make their debuts. We've got So Awesome for Mead Shaw and Wagner Borges from the wide gate. Sunshine Universe, a 2-time winner down the straight and shining on. Joe Morero jump on board from barrier number 2. Now, as far as the horses on the road are concerned, Hunyan Swiftness is the horse that's been up at Chung Fa within the last 30 days or so, Tom.
Having a look at the speed here for the first, good to slow. Hard Promise likely to go forward. That's what he normally does. He's got Neil Callan on board, does Hard Promise. Super Mission race relatively handy on debut, and Vincent Ho takes the ride out of gate number 9. Hunyan Swiftness with the apprentice claim of Alfie Chan. Breeze of Spring, Exponential, and Sunshine Universe has got a bit of a mixed profile. He could potentially be handier. Horse number 11 from a wide stall.
This looks like the leader in the race, Hard Promise. He goes nicely in his track work as well. Comes in the race in the back of second behind President's Choice last start, so not a bad form race, and the horse is going well, so he looks fit, nice, and so is this one here, Breeze of Spring. Ben So doing the work on him. He'll ride him on race day as well. The horse stretches out really nicely, I thought, down the back straight, had a really good blowout, and it was a nice run from him. He was a winner 3 starts ago. And Super Mission's trolled pretty well recently, only had the 1 start to date. He's trained by Ricky Hughes, having a fantastic season. And the horse does go well in the mornings as well.
All right, we'll start off with the horse that's our current favourite. Short price as well is Exponentially. 1 on debut. He's been off the track with a bit of an issue, though, of late. Let's catch up with jockey Chad Schofield.
Chad, Exponential is his first run for a couple of months. On Saturday, you rode him in a recent gallop. How does he feel heading into the weekend?
Yeah, he feels good. I obviously won on him on debut. I didn't ride him in his subsequent runs, but his work the other morning suggests to me that he's furnished further from when I rode him, and he's drawn a lovely gait, and I'm hoping he can run really well.
With that debut run that you rode him in, he looked like a pretty promising horse that day, and he beat a nice one in Fantasy. Did he give you a good feel? Yeah, he did. He came from a long way back, and the horse having his first start, he managed with it all very well. He came through the field nicely, and he was strong to the line. So it's going to be nice for him with a good gait. He's going to get a good run, and let's hope he can get another win. 9 rides for you on Saturday. What do you make of your book of rides overall? Yeah, they're okay. A few chances there, a few rough ones as well, but a lot of them have drawn nicely, so with the right run, let's hope they can do something.
Exponential certainly falls into that category. Drawn barrier 4, he's 1.7 favourite at this stage. We'll keep moving, though. Have a look at some of the other chances. Hard Promise and Breeze of Spring. Hard Promise, Tom, map to dictate things from the front.
Yeah, that's what he normally likes to do, Andrew. Hard Promise, Neil Callan, he should get plenty of favours from gate number 7. And the pace not predicted to be overly quick in this race, so he might get things his own way and be a hard horse to run down. You can see him really sticking on here over the final stages. Hard Promise behind President's Choice, who ran him down over the final stages. So thought it was a good run. I put him in the back end of the first 4.
Yeah, I've got him in. And I also got Breeze's Spring in as well. I think he'll run well. Advisor will go on him for the first time.
Yeah, he's had a run since and comes down in trip as well. Now, the debutants, Son of McPhee's had 6 trials coming into this, Paul. David Hall and Blake Shin combined.
Yeah, 1,032 pounds, so he's only a little chap. His Son of McPhee, he's, the hood goes on and the cross noseband on him as well for his debut run. You can see he's pushed out a little bit in this trial. I mean, this is all weather. He does come to the turf, but look, I'm happy to watch him go round on debut.
Yeah, I'm happy to watch him as well. He won a trial in New Zealand prior to coming over here with Jimmy Collard in New Zealand. His skate speed in his last 2 trials has been better, but his prior to, he was a bit slow out.
All right, and Super Mission, Paul, 1 start. Bit of an excuse down the straight, steps up to the 1,200 metres. He's been back at the trials. Yeah,
and I thought it wasn't a bad trial from this horse. He's got a little bit of an unusual action there, as you see, but he hit the line strongly enough in the trial. He was backed on debut. He was only an 18-1 chance. There was some money for him. He's drawn slightly better here in barrier 9. And on the back of the trial, I don't think it's a strong race. I found a spot for him.
Yeah, I put him in as well. He's at 13-1 in the market at the moment, so I thought he was a genuine each-way chance.
Yeah.
All right, odds on Exponential, Paul, you buying?
Yeah, I am actually. I think he looks the horse most likely to win this race. Look, Chad Schofield's had 1 for 1 on him as well. So he's on top. Super Mission, the horse we just saw, and the other 2, Breeze's Spring and Hard Promise. I think favourite punters can get off to a good start here on the Saturday race card with the 1.
Same Quinella as Paul, 1/7. Do like Exponential here for Douglas White and Chad Schofield. Has recently trialled at Happy Valley, ran 4th in that trial. Momentum Happy came out of that trial and was able to win. He actually did win that trial. So 1 on top to beat the 7, Super Mission. His run wasn't all bad. I thought first up, held together in a recent barrier trial. Shining On, blinkers are coming off. Joe Moreira rides for Francis Loy. Last one off 44. He's on 42 here. Doesn't win out a turn, just 1 from 25. And the other one that goes in is Hard Promise. So 1, 7, 12 and 2 in the first.
Probably hard to beat Exponential. Don't like the 1.7. I'll take Hard Promise against him. 2 and 1, 1 and 2. The cue there in the first for me.